Michelle and Toby Lever thought their 7-week-old baby Lachlan would never hear again after being diagnosed with a hearing impairment in both ears. Wait for the smile. There you go. That's the first time that baby hears something. It was a condition that left him deaf and unlikely to develop any form of speech without proper intervention. However, he was given hearing aids, and as you can see, his life has been changed forever. Well, he's now 2 years old, and the video, which the family put on YouTube last week, has had nearly 4.5 million hits. Lachlan's mum and dad, Michelle and Toby, explained to us a little earlier how they felt when they found out their baby could hear.
We were completely overwhelmed and so emotional when the hearing aids were turned on. We were crying from happiness. Our baby not only smiled for the first time, but more importantly, he heard, and his whole world just opened up.
Okay.
It was the most amazing thing we've ever seen in our lives.
And Toby, in terms of what it meant for his ability to learn a language, to develop his natural linguistic skills, what would that have meant if he hadn't been able to hear?
Oh, his future changed. Being able to hear, the opportunities he has in life now have grown a lot more. We chose to go the hearing way. There's other parents choose more sign language, but we thought Lachlan would have better opportunity in life to be in the hearing world.
Okay. Michelle, does it mean that he has to wear hearing aids in both ears for the rest of his life, or is there now a surgical process that he can perhaps go through?
You saying hello? Yes, yeah. Lachlan will be required to wear hearing aids for the rest of his life, unless there's going to be some research that comes about that he won't need to wear hearing aids. But at present, if no new research comes along, Lachlan will need to wear hearing aids whenever he's awake.
And Michelle, as a mother, I suppose when you've got a 7-week-old who can't hear, it's impossible to know, but it's almost like, you know, there was a potential there for having two Lachlans, the deaf Lachlan with one personality and the hearing Lachlan who is going to be a completely different person because of what you've done.
Yep, you're exactly right. When Lachlan has his hearing aids in his ears, he is a very different child. He's a lot more vocal. He tries to speak, or he does speak. You know, he's not able to have I'm not able to have a conversation with him at present, but he's able to definitely follow instructions. So it's pretty much when Lachlan has his hearing aids on, his whole face just changes. He becomes a lot more vocal. He smiles a lot more. Even, you know, the only time now that he turns his hearing aids off or he takes them out is when he's tired. So he sort of tells us, I've had enough of the hearing world, Mum. I want to go to bed now. So at that point in time, he then pulls his hearing aids out, and generally speaking, that's when he goes to bed.
So in the future, if he doesn't want to hear Mum, he can just unplug himself, basically.
Exactly. I'm waiting for the time when he's going to be a teenager and he's just going to say, can't hear you, Mum, I'm taking my hearing aids out.